Me, I don't know how to even say this one. I don't know if it's love or something else, but to me, I think it's love. Yes, this guy said, I dated a boy for a long time. After a while, he traveled and he left Nigeria. I dated him precisely for 3 years before he traveled outside Nigeria. Then when he traveled, we were still talking. After a while, we lost communication. I didn't talk to him for 6 months, nothing. I didn't hear anything from him. 7 months, 8 months, 1 year, my parents started complaining. What is going on? Even me myself could not explain to them what the problem was because I did not hear anything from him. I couldn't reach him, nothing. And I do not have contact of any of his friends outside there. Then I waited for another 2 years. No way, no show, nothing. I say, what is going on? I do not know what is going on. I don't know how to reach him. And in the process myself, I lost my own phone. He could not also reach me. I bought another SIM card. But from time to time, that's his first number. I saved it and I always try. But it's not going again and it didn't go through again. Now, what happened? My parents started complaining and asking me that I cannot continue to wait for a particular guy, that he doesn't have gold. And even if he does, now that the gold is no more, why won't I choose somebody else? But I insisted. Then my parents insisted. My mom complained every now and then. She said a girl's time is passing, a girl cannot wait for too long, that I have to choose somebody else and get married. My daddy was also complaining. My siblings, everybody were just complaining. My younger sisters got married and I was still there waiting for this guy. But the worst is that the person I am waiting for, I am not reaching him. I do not know anything about him. This guy was very nice to me and that was my reason for waiting. Then my parents considered that maybe he has died there or something, but we don't know. I cannot place my hands on anything. Then I keep waiting, but the pressure from my parents were getting too much, so I decided to move on with my life. I met another guy and within the space of 6 months I married that guy. After I married this guy, I stayed with the guy for a while. It's not even up to another 6 months that I married this guy. My boyfriend came back. Then immediately he got to town. He ran to my place to look for me and he was told that I am married. And he said lie that he will not take it. That is either me or nobody. That I am his wife and he cannot marry another person. So he continued to ask until he was able to find my address. Then he came to my place. He came to my husband's house and met us. Then he introduced himself to my husband and told my husband that he married his wife. As a matter of fact, that he wants me back. Then my husband said, what is the meaning of that? That he should leave his house. He insisted. The both of them had a serious quarrel that day. He left. And this guy continued to come to my house every day. He continued to come to my house seeking that I should leave that marriage and come back to him because I belong to him. And while this was happening, I was already pregnant. He said even with the pregnancy that he will allow me to have the child. But then I will have the child and give it to the man and marry him, that I am his wife and he will not allow anybody to keep me. So the disturbance became too much. My husband reported him to his kindred and so many places. Then he was confronted. They called him to order. They asked him to stop going to a married woman's house and that if he should try that again, he will face the law. But he didn't stop. Until he was even beaten, he did not still stop. So finally, he was spoken to. They talked to him in a way he would understand. His kinsmen, my husband's kinsmen, people kept talking to him. After they have beat him, he did not listen. They decided to use another pattern. Finally, he now agreed and let me be. Then he got married to another lady, traveled with her to the US where he stays. Then after 1 year of this incident, I lost my husband. My husband died. Then when he heard about it, he called me and he was sorry for everything. He stayed back with his wife. After 6 months, he came back to Nigeria with his wife and his child. The three of them came back. He was just having a child, and myself, I was having just a child, and I am pregnant for the second one before my husband died. So when he got back, he started coming back to me again. He started telling me that he wants to still be with me, and I told him it's not possible, that he's married and he has a child, and me, I already have a child for my husband and I'm pregnant for the second one. He said yes, but now my husband is no more. Then I asked him, is he going to marry me as second wife or what does he want? He said that he intentionally waited for that 6 months to pass before he will come back, so that I will finish the process of mourning my husband. I will be free from anything that has to do with myself and my husband. That was why he came back after 6 months. Then I told him, but still, it will still not work between the both of us, even though my husband is no more. He said it's a lie, that he will not even allow another person to take me again. Now I asked him how do he want to do it. He said never, he will not allow it. Then I told him that even if I will remarry, that I will have to wait for 2 years before I can remarry another man. Then he said no problem. He traveled and left his wife and child back in Nigeria. just to make me understand how serious he is, he left his wife and child behind and traveled back. Then from there, we were talking. I talk to him from time to time. He calls me every day after he had traveled back. Now, the wife is coming to me crying every day and begging me to leave her husband alone for her. I do not even know what to do or how to even manage this whole thing. I asked her to go back to her husband. If they have any issue, let them settle it. I called this guy and I told him that, please, go back to your wife. Your wife is complaining and crying. What is going on? Are you divorcing your wife for me? He said, yes, that he has never been comfortable. He has never been happy with any other woman, that it's me that he wants. At this point, I am even confused. Because truth be told, I won't tell you that I do not want this guy. I had always wanted him from the beginning. Even when my husband was still alive, I had always wanted him. But because, for the sake of peace, I decided to let go of everything. But now that my situation is like this, I am even confused the more. And I do not want to hurt the wife that he's married to. I do not also know how to fix their problem. Should I run away or what? What do you advise me to do in a situation like this? Because it is tough. And don't forget to like, comment, and share. I know they try. Why you no go like? Huh? Thank you.